catalytic converter sound is one of those things that you never really notice until suddenly you do. If you've ever heard a rattling underneath your car or a weird metallic buzzing, you might be hearing your catalytic converter acting up. It's basically this metal canister in your exhaust system, and what it's supposed to do is filter out the bad stuff so your car isn't just spewing raw pollution. When it works, you don't hear it. When it doesn't, it's like your car suddenly picked up a maraca hobby. People always ask, what does a bad catalytic converter sound like? The most obvious sign is a rattling noise, like some angry gremlins banging around inside a coffee tin. That's almost always because the internal honeycomb structure has broken loose. If you're stuck in traffic and you hear that rattle every time you hit a bump, that's a dead giveaway. Sometimes it's paired with poor acceleration, but the noise is the big red flag. Over 90% of the time, a loud rattle equals a busted converter. There's also this strange sound, almost like a hiss or an odd whirring when you accelerate. This isn't just annoying. It often means your catalytic converter is clogged, and exhaust gases are fighting to get through like Portlanders at a new brunch spot. The tricky part? A lot of people mistake these noises for a simple heat shield issue. Literally, a piece of metal meant to protect the converter. But if you remove the shield and the rattle is still there, bad news. You've probably got a converter that's eaten itself. Pro tip: if your check engine light flips on, the sound gets louder, and you notice a sulfur or rotten egg smell, that's the catalytic converter screaming for help. It's like your car has a cold and wants you to know about it very dramatically. Let's talk about the pain point here. Replacing a catalytic converter is not cheap. We're talking anywhere from $800 to $2,400 depending on your vehicle. People procrastinate, but letting it go can affect your engine, gas mileage, and even cause a failed emissions test. For people who just want to know, how do I tell for sure? Here's the step-by-step. Start the engine while the car is cold, listen under the car while someone revs gently, and see if the rattle matches the RPMs. If yes, you're probably due for an appointment. Another tip: hold a rubber mallet, give the converter a firm but gentle tap. If it sounds like coins in a piggy bank, bad news again. That's a classic Sean or Scott move, and it saves you a trip to the shop just to confirm what you suspected. If you're in a pinch and need quiet, for a very temporary fix, you can clamp the heat shield or use metal zip ties. It won't fix a failed converter, but can buy you a week without sounding like you're dragging a toolbox down the highway. Biggest impact here is just don't ignore it. More than 60% of people wait too long and end up needing more than just a converter. Your car's exhaust system is one big team, and once one player goes, the rest start struggling fast. All in, catalytic converter sound might seem like a niche problem, but ignoring it costs real money and satisfaction. Get it checked, know the signs, and don't let your car embarrass you at the next stoplight.